to my kitchen. We got bananas and avocados. Did I already do this joke? Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be cooking some dinner! Please ignore my face. I didn't put makeup on because I've been breaking out a lot, and I just wanted to give my face a rest for a couple days because it bugs me when I put makeup on my acne, because then it comes back stronger. So today we are going to be making gnocchi. I think, oh, my cat has something to say. I think it's called gnocchi. This is how it's spelled. I can't remember if it's gnocchi or gnocchi. I'm pretty sure it's gnocchi though. Anyway, my friend Meg cooked this for me like, I don't know, like 2 years ago, and I haven't stopped thinking about it since. Meg, if you're listening, that was some very good gnocchi. So I'm gonna make my own version of it. It's an Alfredo sauce, and then you put like peas in it. I'm gonna put bacon in it, and then I'm gonna have my dog really wants to play with me. What do you want from me? I'm gonna add bacon because you can't go wrong with bacon, and I'm gonna have some like chicken on top just to like add some protein to there. I know there's protein in bacon. I'm not stupid. I just like having chicken with my pasta. So that is what we are doing today. Let's get started. We got no time to waste.
For this recipe, you will need 4 potatoes. I use Yukon Gold because they are superior. 1.5 cups of flour, an egg, salt, pepper, freshly ground please, butter. You'll need about 1/2 cup of butter for the sauce, 1.5 cups of whipping cream or heavy cream. It said a teaspoon of garlic, but I did like 6 cloves because you measure that with your heart. 2 cups of Parmigiano, a can of green beans, and some bacon. I also used 2 chicken breasts for this recipe. It calls for Italian seasoning, salt, and pepper, a teaspoon of each.
I'm gonna start a pot of boiling water with some salt in it. And then we're just gonna peel the potatoes and cook them until they are cooked. Potatoes really are like the best vegetable of all time, you know? Like, they're really so malleable and they go with everything. Like, name something that potatoes don't go with. I'll wait. Okay, my water's boiling, and I cut up all my potatoes. I cut them up smaller so that they would cook faster because I'm poor, and poor people ain't got no time, man. We have stuff to do. Throw them in. I don't know the proper way to throw stuff in boiling water. I just like do that because I don't want to get burned, but I also don't know like the proper way to do it. Is there a proper way to do it? Someone tell me. An important thing to do is to make sure that all the potatoes are sliced to like similar sizes so that they don't cook at different rates, you know? So the potatoes are cooked, I strained them and put them back into the pot. So now I'm gonna mash them until there are no chunks left. Mash potatoes, mash potatoes. Okay, oh, come here. I made a well. You see that little hole in there? So I'm gonna put the egg in there, and then I'm gonna like whisk the egg a little bit so that like the yolk cracks, and then I'm gonna mix it with the potatoes, if that makes sense. I'm kind of scared because like it's still kind of hot, and I don't want it to like cook the egg, or maybe that's what it's supposed to do. I don't know. So wish me luck, I guess. Well, it didn't cook so far, so that's a good sign, I guess. It's said to do this gently, and this is not gentle, but this worked out well. It actually looks like straight up just mashed potatoes right now. So, we're putting a cup of the flour that we have on here. And we're gonna make our dough. Woohoo! I don't know how to, is this too hot? It's kind of hot. What do I do? I don't know how to do this. I am guessing this is it until it's like not sticky. Should I just keep like adding it until it feels like dough? Remember, because it was a cup and a half. So you leave half the cup out just in case you need more. So you won't necessarily be using all of it depending on where you are in the world. Ow, this is hot. I'm now seeing that I did not get rid of the chunks in the potatoes enough. But you know what? If we get chunky pasta, we get chunky pasta. There's still quite a bit of potato left, so I'm gonna add more flour. It's said to keep going until it's not sticky, but it's still sticky and I used up all the flour. So I'm just gonna consult with this recipe page for a hot second. Okay, so I got it sort of to the right consistency. It's not dry by any means, but it's not super sticky. So then it asks us to split it into 4. Don't worry, I washed this knife every single time I've used it so far. And from that, we're gonna take one and just like roll it into a giant ribbon sort of situation. I'm just gonna lightly flour the cutting board so it doesn't, get sticky. That was not light, oops. I'm gonna cut this size of those 3 that I just rolled out. They look like cute little pillows. So I finished with the gnocchi. Just kidding, there's more. But wait, there's more. This is plus that. 4 potatoes. I think they may have been too big for this recipe, but that's okay. Too much pasta doesn't exist. There's no such thing. I'm gonna do the fork thingy. I don't actually know what they're supposed to look like because I haven't looked at gnocchi in like ever. But I'm just gonna go for it. I think, what do? You just, yeah. Oh, that didn't work. I'll figure it out. That wasn't necessary. That was just like half an hour of just rolling pasta. I think it'll taste the same. Ooh, these are floury hands. Why do we do that? Is it just for the aesthetic? Or does it like help with how the pasta captures the sauce? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm gonna set my stove to 450 so I can start cooking the chicken. I just put a pot of water on to boil some water for the pasta, and let's get this sauce started, girl. So right off the bat, I'm just gonna start cooking off the bacon so that I don't have to worry about it for a while. Don't forget to salt your pasta water. So for the sauce, I'm actually gonna use a 3rd pan for the sauce because I just realized I have to fry the gnocchi anyway. The gnocchi? So we can just throw the minced garlic into that pan and add the 2 tablespoons of butter just to start getting stuff cooking. I lied, it's a half a cup of butter, but she's going in. I'm pretty sure it told me to wait to add the minced garlic, but I like having it slightly like roasted sort of tasting, so I'm just gonna do that first. So I just seasoned the chicken with salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, and garlic powder. Garlic powder? Wait. Yeah, garlic powder, not garlic salt, the other one. Yeah, and it's going in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes, depending on how big the breasts are. My water is now boiling. It's happening! It's happening! So we just throw the gnocchi in and wait for it to rise. That means it's cooked, and then I'm gonna throw it into the frying pan. Hopefully this bacon cooks before that happens, but we'll see. Okay, these are kind of rising. I'm just waiting for this butter to melt so I can throw them in. I kind of mixed it with the bacon grease just because, you know, that was a good idea. I am adding the whipping cream to this Alfredo sauce. Okay, I'm gonna take the gnocchi out and put it in. Wow, this looks bad. Honestly, I think there's gonna be too much for like this actual pan, but we'll see. It like kind of all started sticking together once I got to like the middle of the plate that I put it on. So I think I probably needed more flour. Which is crazy because I used a lot of flour, but it was just sticking so much. I don't know why. Just grabbing the stuff that has floated so far up to the top. I think I just made like a lot of like pasta dough. And that was the issue. Like my potatoes must have been just far too big. I think I'm just gonna leave the rest in here for now, because this is a lot. I'm just gonna start seasoning the sauce. It needed a lot of pepper. Well, I'm putting a lot of pepper in. You don't have to put a lot of pepper in. We just like our Alfredos full of pepper. If that looked like a lot, I don't use salted butter, so I have to make up for that. There's too much water in this pasta. It just looks like a weird lumpy soup. I'm trying to like turn up the heat so that the water evaporates, but it is time to add in the Parmesan. What is this? This isn't good. This, I took the rest and put it on a smaller pan. These seem a little more hopeful. They're not nearly as misshapen. They still look bad. I'm not gonna lie. It looks really bad, but not as bad as that. Look me in the eyes and tell me that's not scrambled eggs. Dude, I don't know what I'm doing. This is not good. There's no shape to them anymore. It's just like kind of, it's like a weird fritter situation. These ones are okay. These ones on the side, they're doing all right. I might be able to get like something out of them. I'm just gonna add bacon to the Alfredo and the peas. I already drained the can. Drain the can before you throw the peas in. At least the sauce smells really good, so if this doesn't work out, I'm just gonna cook some dry pasta and call it a day, you know? This sucks because I was like so excited about it because it felt so like tender and nice. Oh, my chicken! The chicken actually needs a few more minutes, so I didn't screw up one thing. Well, two things. The sauce is fine. So I'm gonna do a taste test. This is the mush from the big pan. This is the slightly less mushy mush from the smaller pan. It got crispy on a couple sides, so hopefully it tastes better. Okay, which one was which? This one was the one I had higher hopes for. Let's see. It's okay. Doesn't really taste like pasta. It's okay. It doesn't taste bad. It's just the texture is kind of weird, but you know. Okay, so surprisingly, the one from the bigger pan that looked terrible has more shape to it. Like it tastes like an actual blob instead of mush. if that makes any sense at all. I'm gonna try it again because I don't believe this. What the heck? That's weird. Well, I'll tell you this much. The sauce was a success. Meg, if you're watching this, thanks for feeding me that, because this would have never happened without you. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I put out new videos every Saturday. And be sure to check me out on social media. I'm posting a lot on TikTok. I post a lot on Facebook and Instagram, basically everywhere. And I have a song called I Am the Ocean that is out, available on all streaming services, so please check that out. That would be amazing. And I also have new music coming out very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. All right, have a good night. I mean, day, wherever it is. I don't know. Bye. I literally forgot to put the chicken on. I'm just gonna save it for another day, to be honest.